family. We're back again with another video. It's your girl Nikki
and Syd
and Rosie,
and we do have a special guest. As you can see, this is my hubby Clint. Yes. So guys, we have today's video is going to be what again, Roseanne?
Relationship talk with Nikki and her hubby. Yep, we're gonna be.
They
asking
want the
them
raw,
questions.
real deal, guys.
Yeah.
So they decided to get the raw, real deal couple.
We're gonna be asking them some questions about their relationship. All right, so you guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So first things first, we want to know where you guys met. Tell us the story, and how long have you guys been married? So talk to the people. Let us know, okay?
All right. Hi guys. So me and my wife, we have two different scenarios on how we met, right?
Okay.
One thing is for sure is that we met from in high school. The thing that she got confused is who approached who first, right? So I think, well, I know that she looked me,
What?
right? So she said me look her, but she looked me still. Yeah, man. But we've been together since high school. You know, have a little break in between, but yeah, we've been high school strong.
Like almost 20 years, guys.
20 years.
Yes, how long I've known this man. Obviously, you guys know me, I know Semina look man. So we already know where the lie is in that part. I went from the States. My mom sent me to Jamaica to live with my dad, and I started going to the same high school as him, and he saw me with my cousin and approached my cousin, wanting to know who the big bottom girl is. Yes. And my cousin told him that it's my cousin and blah blah blah. And ever since that day, guys, he's been obsessed with this big bottom girl.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm obsessed part of Tuesday, but you know we're gonna agree to disagree about that.
Okay.
Who pass. So let's move on to the next question.
Sure.
Right.
All right, Syd, what you got for them?
do you remember your first date?
Alright, so as it relates to date, right? So Jamaica traditionally we don't really do dates. You know what I mean? So I think our first date was after we got married, really.
Oh.
Right? Formally. We went out, obviously. We went out and everything.
No,
but-
it's
but
definitely before we got married.
Why do you think so?
Because we did, like, before we got married, we went on all these dates.
I mean, you don't call them dates, but
Right,
yeah.
like in my culture, Jamaican culture, right? Like we don't have date. We go out. You guys call it date, but we go out.
Just
obviously.
call it going out.
Yeah, going out. So we go events and all of that. But formally, what I would say, we went on our first formal date was after we got married. But we went out. A lot of times
Okay.
we get a lot of time to know each other. Yeah, dinner and all that, right? Are those what you guys call a date? Dinner. Okay, all right. So we have been on a lot of dates before. Date was fun. Always fun. Nikki always make it special. Always. It's fun being around her. Yeah, it's always fun being around Nikki.
All right. So what I want to know is, like, how do you guys communicate? Like, do you think that arguments are okay, or they're normal, or are they necessary?
They're
What's the
definitely
communication like?
normal. They're definitely normal and necessary, and we do argue a lot.
A lot.
A lot?
Yes. Oil and water.
And you're like,
sometimes.
okay with this? Okay, we argue a lot.
Yeah, because actually it gets things resolved.
Yeah.
Cause me no stop, you know. When we start, oh God, me no stop. You guys, I go for the whole day, and he just sits
It's
there and
true.
look at me.
It's true, but arguments is very normal, very much normal, and it depends on how you deal with it. You know what I mean? We believe it or not, sometimes we do go to bed angry. I don't care what anyone says. We go to bed angry, but we wake up good.
We made promises to each other when we got married that we wouldn't go to bed angry. But gosh, so many times.
That doesn't work?
No.
What is this? Yeah, because I always hear that.
It
Don't
depends
go to bed angry.
on what it is.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
like
It happens, and we're here still. We've had a lot of arguments, right? Like what may work for other people just may not work for us. You know what I mean? You have to find
what works for you.
What works for you and your partner, and come
But
to find something.
you said you deal with it. Like, how you deal with it? How do you deal with the conflicts?
He goes to sleep, and me stay up and stew.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
Just stay up and stew.
Yeah.
So-
He goes to sleep and I'm mad because how could you be asleep when we are mad at each other? Like, why are you even sleeping? And I get mad because he's sleeping and I just want to thump him back while he's asleep.
It never happens though. It never happens.
It never happens, but I want to. But yeah, yes, we might go to bed angry, but some way, somehow, I guess the angels them come at night time and talk to it. We wake up in the morning, there is a resolve and we're good. We're okay.
Wow.
Even if we're not okay in the morning, by evening come, but it doesn't go on for days and days and days. A few hours, yeah, but it doesn't go on for days and days.
And bear in mind, guys, it's not like a full-on malice. You know what I mean? It's not like I don't care about her or she don't care about me. It's just that yo, me not talk to you for a minute. You know what I mean? She don't know say, or she knows that I'm here if she really needs me. You understand? But yeah, we just put up a little front like, you know, we just vexing at the moment. But if I call or come home from work and she's not here, I'm gonna stop calling, see me. And if I call and she not answer, I'm gonna stop call until she answer. Probably call some friends too to find out.
Not probably. He is gonna call to find out if I'm there.
Also the Bex button is still
Yeah.
Okay.
Just for the service.
Alright then.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Let me see what Sid's gonna ask you guys.
Alright, so they said that Simi and come live with me are two different things, right?
Absolutely.
So my question is, what did you learn about each other after living with, like, when you started living together? What surprised you about the other?
Ooh, I want to know this.
He's very old-fashioned, guys. When I say old-fashioned, like he's
men.
very, very, very traditional. He is I go to work and you cook, clean, very. He's that kind of guy. He expects his dinner when he gets home. He expects his breakfast when he wakes up. You know, he's very traditional. Like marrying yard man. You know,
Wow.
Yeah, expect a home cooked meal and all of
The
that
whole
stuff.
works.
So for me, that was a bit of a shock because, certain things that you can't do it yourself. That's the mentality that I had. But as you get married, when you get married, you have to learn to compromise and give and take. And you know how it is. And there's certain things. For me, not everything is worth arguing about.
True.
So
pick your battles.
Pick your battles for sure. So sometimes my grandmother used to say I have to suck salt from wooden spoon. So sometimes you just have to choose your battles. But he's very old fashioned, and it took me a while to get used to that because I'm the 50-50 kind of person. You know, I'm not that. I don't feel that there's a gender role. I don't think women alone supposed to do this or man alone supposed to. I think if I can do it, you can do it.
I want to hear Clint's point of view on this because Nikki is saying you're traditional. Like, first of all, why? Like, is that what you grew up and saw? Like, talk to us. What's going on
so
here?
yes, I grew up in a nuclear family. Obviously, mom and dad and siblings, right? But my dad does all the work. My mom don't work, right? She never has to work. She's been taken care of, right? So it's kind of the same thing that I expect. It's not that I wouldn't, and Nikki knows this, that is I clean and I cook and everything, but I'm not supposed to come from work and do nothing in the kitchen. I'm not supposed to come from work and cook. You know what I mean? My food should be prepared.
I want to hear you guys' views in the comments. I hope you're commenting. Tell me, are you traditional or you believe that, you know, this is a new age and men should do stuff too because we have to work? Tell us in the comment section. But okay, I hear your view.
Of course, yeah.
So, but obviously you guys make that work.
It does work. I do stuff too because Nikki works as well. Okay. So the only thing about all that is that if I know that she's home, I'm not supposed to come
and likewise, if I go to work and I know he's home, I'm not supposed to come home and do anything. Right? 50-50. Those are the things.
Wow.
I'm watching face. Yeah,
I'm really home, guys. Always working.
All right. So you're talking about work. So how do you maintain that balance between like work and like life, like that work-life balance? Because both of you are hardworking people, business people. But how do you balance it out with having fun? So can you tell us a little bit more?
It's difficult when you're trying to achieve your goals. It's definitely difficult, but you know you have to make time. You know, I mean, take time off from work, come home early, or stuff like that. You know, I mean, go out on dates, movies, or whatever. You know, even for a short walk or a short drive or whatever. You know, but
we still try to make time
to
do stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Like, for example, the other day, he took a whole day and came to help me in the restaurant, guys.
Aww,
I know,
cute.
yeah.
Big
So
up
it
Clint.
happens time where,
Okay, alright.
Alright, so Nikki, or both of you, do you believe that you should dress up for your partner, or do you dress up for yourself? Like, is it for you, or are you dressing up to please your husband?
Be more specific. Are you talking about if we're going out or just home?
Home.
Or in general too,
Yeah,
yeah.
in general, yeah.
Like when you put on clothes, are you putting it on for yourself to feel good?
Okay.
Or you said, me know
When I'm
Clint
going
watch
out,
me, so.
yeah, when I'm going out, I keep him in mind. If I'm getting dressed or whatever, I think, I wonder if he would like this, or so I keep him in. One time I know, I'm gonna have something there.
Alright, so my view on all of that, right, is that I have a very sexy wife, right? I love my wife, everything about her, right? So I love to see her when she like sexy, no matter what, like, you know, look nice.
Mm.
So I'm not afraid to say, how can I hold man something that they have on? Yeah, I'm not afraid to tell her, because you know what I mean, like it's
And
not
we get
about.
Bex, guys.
Oh.
Yeah, man, I'm not afraid to tell her.
Talk of the
he's
things.
very
Because
forward.
sometimes you have to you know, to talk about things before it becomes a norm, and
Yeah.
then it's more difficult to fix.
Okay.
So yeah.
That makes sense, I guess. Guess we just have to compromise.
I'm an old soul, guys. You hate when I say that, but I really am an old soul. Even the music I listen to, and sometimes I'm in the kitchen and I'm humming, and we say, "You're in the kitchen," I'm like, "Oh man."
But
So,
we married a young woman, so we talk
Okay,
about
so
also-
okay then. So that's one of her habits. You say, yeah, home, like old man. So what are some of your habits and how do you handle them? Because I know living together, as Syd said, see me and come living with two different things. So you're gonna see each other's habits and all that kind of stuff. So tell me how you deal with that, each other habits.
Well,
We don't like.
no, alright. So Nikki's my best friend,
Alright.
best friend, right? So there are things that I can do with Nikki that she just know, say, yo, that's just me for a minute, and then everything's gonna be alright. So me just hold on this, and just she won't take it for nothing. She just probably go for her Bluetooth speaker and play some music just to please me for the moment. You know what I mean? I don't know whatever habit that I have where
Talk of the things, Nikki.
yeah.
When I have problem with the toilet seat,
No,
leaving it
it's a
up
poop
or
on me.
Yeah.
Guys, yeah, money.
Oh God, we can't believe I said that.
That's the first
Well,
thing that came to mind. Like all the other things, like he's, I don't know, Clint is Clint. I don't know what to say. Like Clint is Clint, but yeah, that's the only thing that he does. And I'm like, really? You have to put my head on that sheet? Jesus.
wow.
Oh
Okay.
God.
Alright, so how do you guys handle jealous situations, like jealousy? Are you jealous?
That's a good question.
I'm depending on the situation. I don't think my husband should call anyone else the names that he calls me. I don't think he should touch anyone the way he touches me. So it all depends on the situation. Like I won't just see him talking to a girl outside and get jealous, because why, right? But it all depends on the situation. Like if I get jealous, it's because, trust me,
There's something.
There is something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, a girl know what she's got, honey. I ain't got no time for it.
Whatever. For me, thank God, I have no reason at all to feel jealous. I can't remember feeling jealous over me, because I trust her. If I have to worry about
Trust,
her, then
that's big.
If I have to worry about her, then I guess I'm gonna have to ask for a divorce. If I'm gonna have to worry about infidelity, but yeah, I don't get jealous.
So, I guess she's allowed to have male friends then.
Ooh.
Look at his face.
Yes. Nikki go hang out with a
Alright,
male friend or vice versa. How you deal with that?
So this is the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Friends has to have a line. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
That makes sense.
I don't want to hear that. Oh, you go with a friend and then like if me call and then you don't answer, then I wonder why you can't answer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right. But not necessarily worry about Nikki. Nikki knows me and she knows what I like and what I
And
don't
I
like,
do have
she'll
male
take
friends,
it,
and he doesn't have a problem. As long as there's respect.
yeah.
You guys, they all know I'm married, so you can't be calling my phone after certain hours. We can't have certain conversations. You know what I mean? So it's at the end of the day,
certain
it's just a
boundaries
level of
they have to
respect.
set.
Exactly.
Wow.
So what about Clint? Can you have female friends?
Clint does have female friends, and I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it's like, oh, she a white
So
But-
one other thing with all that is that my female friends, I tried to make them all know Nikki. You know what I mean? Whether they speak to her or not, so I can always answer my phone and they know that she knows that I'm talking to X or whatever. Sometimes even a speaker. Not because I'm trying to prove anything, but just to make my wife comfortable with the conversation sometimes. You know what I mean? But yeah.
You're thinking about her.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Alright then, okay. We're coming down. We still got some more questions for you. So I want to know. So, alright then, Nikki just started a restaurant the other day. Suppose you not feel that, like Nikki, no bother with that. But what I'm trying to say is, your partners, you both individually have personal goals.
Right.
What if you don't agree with it? What if you don't like your partner's idea? Like, how do you try to be a supportive wife, a supportive husband in all of that? How do you support your partner if you don't agree with where they're trying to go?
Well, that's easy.
Yeah, it has
Right.
to do with trust.
It has to do with trust
Wow.
and believe in.
So you
whatever
just
they're
say,
doing.
okay, do you think I trust
Of
you?
course, of course.
I trust that whatever decision he's making and whatever he's doing it with us, with our family in mind. And with that being said, I do believe that he would make the best decision for us. So even if it don't work out, and you know me, because it doesn't mean that it's gonna work out. Even if it doesn't work out, I am gonna support him
You're gonna
because
support. Okay.
whatever he was doing or whatever that goal was, it was to get us further. It wasn't just
Wow.
about him,
Right,
you know.
right, yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Okay. So I think this is going to be my last question. I know Nikki loves her space. Like, she loves her space. So I want to know, how did COVID affect you guys as a couple? Because when you have to lock up in the same house together, Nikki loves her space.
Alright. So for me, COVID never really affected because we never stopped working. You know?
Oh,
I work
okay,
every
okay.
single day, right through COVID. So she always get her space, right? Get to sleep late or anything. Because every time you wake, Nikki have food.
But I want to talk about that. Nikki loves space.
Yes, she do.
Yeah.
So how does that work out, Clint?
I take my space when I need it.
So Clint, you give her the space?
Yeah, Nikki would say, I'm going to the park. You know, she take
And
her
that's
chair
okay?
and she gone to the park, yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
because
I'm a
it's-
loner,
it's
guys.
like,
Even though I have these lovely people, I am a loner, big time. I love hanging out with my family and friends and stuff, but yeah, after an hour or two, I kind of need my space now still.
She'll get moody. She just...
After a while, if I don't get my space, I get moody, and there is nothing you can do to cheer me up because I just need you to leave.
Wow.
I'm so glad.
Okay, all right then. So my last question is, so we're talking to the people. So tell them, like people who are not married or people who are married as well, but what is the number one thing you would say or advice you would give for a successful marriage from your point of view? What would you tell the people?
Alright, so for me, right, on my side, I guess Nikki has her own point, but for me, you can't gauge your marriage or relationship off anyone else's because no two persons are the same. You right? Find what works for you, compromise what you can compromise, and always trust the person that you're with. Falling in love or getting married to your best friend is the best thing you could ever do.
Falling in
So
love.
try to make
Hey.
your spouse
Yes.
your friend. Trust me, you won't get judged. You'll have someone that you can always come and talk to.
That is
about
important.
anything.
You won't get judged.
Yes, trust
That's
me.
very
Trust
important.
me. Trust
Okay.
me.
Yeah.
No matter what people says outside, you always have someone that has your back. So your best friend, build a friendship with the person that you're with, and you'll be okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like the same thing for me. Like, you guys have to be friends first. If all you have is just a marriage with no friendship, no communication, no nothing, then even if it doesn't fail, because it doesn't divorce, not because in a divorce means your marriage successful, because you can both be in a marriage and be miserable.
Right.
Right? So it's all about Communication is very important. Like, and when I say communication, I don't mean just like communication, like how was your day, babe? What's in the bank account, babe? No.
Yeah.
I mean communication, like where
talk about goals and
your
stuff
goals
like that,
and sometimes even things like for me, what would you say? I keep everything inside.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess that's from childhood, because you know when you're a kid and you try to express yourself, you shut your mouth and go sit down.
Oh.
So I guess from then I internalize things a lot. So I have to learn, or I had to learn to share those things with him.
Okay.
And even sometimes, because I internalize things so many times, like so much, I don't even know the words to use to express how I'm feeling to him. And he gets frustrated sometimes, like, oh, I'm your husband, you're supposed to tell me these things, I'm supposed to share your burdens. And I do want to share it with him, but I don't even know how to say it. Like, I don't, So, communication is so important, because there were times where something is bothering me, and I would, just for the sake of peace, I don't want the argument, I wouldn't say anything. But then me not saying anything, I am not at peace, because it's eating at me. I can't sleep, and I'm miserable, not just with him, but with everyone, because that's on my mind. I need to say it, I need to get it off. The very minute I get it off, I feel better, and maybe he can express whatever he's feeling, you know? So, yes!
Wow. Okay then, we learned a lot in this video. Communication, friendship, and so much more is important. Right, Sid? We learned a lot. Yes. So all the singles, married people, anyone, anybody you be, we learn a lot. So comment below on your tips. What tips do you have for us? All right. So thanks for watching again. We are
Apples and Roses and Clint.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on. All right.
Thanks for having me.
So we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.
Ta-ta.
Peace.